All right, Coach, you want to start us off with an opening statement? We'll open it up to questions after.
Yeah, you bet. Once again, thanks for everybody coming out. I appreciate it. East Carolina, I said it after the game, I thought it was kind of an ugly victory, but that's a good thing. We've been on the other side of quite a few of those games. We need to do a good job of, a much better job of playing clean and staying away from foolish penalties, which we had 5 just in the kicking game, which was embarrassing for us. We should have 0 in the kicking game every week. We came just a whisker away 2 or 3 times of kind of getting the game in our favor and kind of ending the game a little bit earlier, and we didn't quite finish it the way we wanted to. But defensively played great. I thought Rod Teamer, P.J. Hall, Zach Harris played really well, and we set an NCAA record for pass breakups. 20 of them. Would like to have a few more picks out of those 20. Came close on a few, but really good job defensively. It's hard to hold these college offenses under 20 points with throwing the ball around and the game being a whole lot longer than it used to be. I think they threw the ball 67 times the other day, and then you got a mobile quarterback who's going to be running the draw play, and and so he's a talented young man. And offensively, they did a good job of stymieing our running attack and outpopulating us in the box, and we were able to take advantage of that somewhat, throwing the football. I had a good day throwing the football. Darnell Mooney over 200 yards receiving. And sometimes you don't know how the script is going to play out. And, last Saturday we had to throw the ball a lot more. Flipping the page, short week, we came in on Sunday. We watched tape on Houston and, put the ECU game to bed, and went out and practiced indoor at the Saints facility on Monday, and then we were fortunate to be able to go in the Superdome today. So thank you, Saints. Had an interesting deal also. Austin Carr, wide receiver for the Saints, talked to our guys after practice today. He's a Athletes in Action representative for our campus, and shoot, he knew most of our guys. It seemed like they've been going to his meetings, so that was really neat, and appreciate Austin coming out and sharing with our guys after workouts today. So Houston, they've got a Heisman Trophy candidate at the quarterback position, Derek King. He's really a dynamic football player, both running and throwing the football. A lot of talented athletes on both sides. They're sitting at 7-3 and have lost a few close ball games as well. Great opportunity for us to showcase our program and show everybody where we're at on national TV. So I'll go ahead and open it up for any questions.
Coach Justin is, was 3-0 as a starter. What do you think is the number one thing he's brought to the club since he got on?
He does an excellent job of doing his 111th and finishing the play and executing the play, and that's what we talked to him about when he first got here. Don't worry about all the other things that are going on and what this guy's doing. Just do your job. And I noticed this last ball game that he's really starting to expand on what the other guys are doing and having good interaction with our coaches on the sideline about what we're doing and what he's seeing and things like that. And that's kind of page 2 right now. So we really feel like he's just going to get better and better. Very, very smart young man, and doing a good job with leadership.
So has there been a playbook expansion or
Yeah, I think he knows everything that we're doing. The thing we've just got to do is make sure we're tailoring our play calling to his strengths. He runs the ball better than probably people give him credit. There's 4 or 5 plays in the last ball game where he probably wishes he would have pulled it instead of giving it and maybe taking a tag throw or an RPO and throwing the ball. But hey, that's repetitions, and but he really does a nice job of managing the game.
Ed Oliver hasn't played the last couple of weeks, but when he's healthy, how much of a difference maker is he?
A big time player. I've heard anywhere from top 5 pick to top 10 pick in the NFL draft. So you got to be pretty good to be thought of in that regard. So yeah, he's a great football player. Very disruptive.
He's somebody you put next to block locker on, or how do you?
Well, you just got to know where he's at, and you know, you'd like to have two guys on him as much as possible, particularly in pass plays. So we'll see what's going on. He's, you know, he's whether he'll play or not, I guess we'll find out in warm-ups.
Probably the two best offensive teams we faced in the league were South Florida and Memphis, and your offense put up 40 and 41 points in those games. That was your biggest. So is there anything to that? I mean, is the game where
You know, that's a good question. I don't think so. You know, South Florida has a lot of similarities to Houston as far as what they run offensively. They're from that Baylor tree of offense. I think both those guys coached for Coach Briles, you know, obviously his son at U of H, and then I think the Gilbert guy at South Florida coached there as well. So there are a lot of similarities offensively with what they're doing, but quarterback's a lot different. That's the big thing. This guy can run now. I remember one time last year he took off for about 40, and you know he covers ground in a hurry. You know, you're going to have to score points. You know, there's no question about it. So we got to convert and get touchdowns, and you know we'll be aggressive with fourth down decisions and things like that also.
does it help the confidence just twice this year? You scored a lot of points in games where you thought maybe you might need to score a lot. It's not like you'd have to do something you haven't already done.
You know, I think that's probably a little bit more of their defense too. You know, but you know we're going to need to score some points. There's no doubt about that.
3 years ago next month you got here. Can you talk about what that whole process has been like, and, you know, just kind of an overview of, did you think it would be what it was, or, because you've been through so many of these, or was it a little more, you know, was it a little more difficult or less difficult than you thought?
You know, it's you know, it's been a challenge. There's no doubt about it. You know, and you got to come to work every day and roll your sleeves up and get ready to get after it. You know, changing cultures is difficult, and you know, I don't know what it is. I think there's been 5 winning seasons here in the last 36 years. You know, so you know, I knew it was going to be difficult coming in, and we've just been working hard and plugging away, and you know, and staying positive, and you know, I'm blessed with a lot of really good young men to work with. And, you know, we've only got, I think I said it last week, I didn't even realize it until I counted it up. I think I got 12 scholarship guys that were here before I got here. You know, so we've almost flipped the whole roster over the last 2.5 years. So, you know, just, you know, it was interesting. You know, Nico Marley came in the locker room after the game, and great player for us. And he was here my first year, and he talked to the guys about, but toward the end of that game last week, that would have been a game Tulane might have lost. And, you know, and he saw some good positive things. And sometimes, you know, as a coach, you know, I came walking in off the field, and, you know, I was disappointed, you know, because I didn't feel we played up to our expectation level as a coaching staff. But you got to remember that, you know, in this occupation, everybody's trying to win. It's, you know, you got other occupations, you work your tail off, and you do a good job and all those things. You can be highly successful, but there's a W or an L at the end of all these weeks when you coach. So you got to make sure that you're on point 24/7, you know, 365 days a year of getting better and getting over that hump. And you know, I'm gonna keep working until we get all the way over that hump. That's a long-winded answer, wasn't it?
What is like all the way over the hump look like?
Oh, I've had some very successful teams, and we want to be a team that, you know, is recognized nationally. That's what we want to have, and to do that, you got to do it consistently. You can't just do it every once in a while, and you know, that's what we want to do.
Can you relate your experience to any other place you've been as far as maybe that culture change?
Oh,
Year 2 or year 3 where you?
you know, it's been, you know, been this way every place, you know, we've been. You know, Blinn Junior College had not won very many games before we got there. We got it turned pretty quick, but you're talking about a 2-year program as opposed to four-year programs. You know, it's a little bit easier. You know, Central Missouri and Sam Houston State were the same way. Georgia Southern, we went from 1AA to Division I and got it turned very quickly. So we've been close, but close just doesn't count. You know, we got to win these games at the end. We've done that with I guess 2 out of the last 3 games. You know that I was really pleased with the Tulsa game, the fact that we got to score and we got to stop. And then last week we needed to get a stop and we got to stop. You know, and so we're not at the point where we're going to roll the ball out there and win ball games. We got to play well, and you know that's my job and the coach's job to ensure that we do that.
It seems like it's been a good year of development over a number of, I mean,
Yeah, we got a bunch of young kids out there. I was out there looking. There was a play during a game the other day, and I looked out and we had, I believe it was 7 true freshmen or redshirt freshmen or sophomores out there playing for us on defense. So we're a young team. That usually is not the case when you're in your 3rd year. It's usually you got some more veteran guys, but we're a young team. That's good. That's encouraging.
Anything else?
Thank you all. Appreciate it.